Alright, so welcome sa day 3 ng ating 60 days of basic networking. So in the next 60 days, we're gonna talk about the basic concepts of networking para ma-refresh tayo or at least magkaroon tayo ng solid foundation kung, for example, ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lang. Okay, so in this video or for today's topic, ang pag-uusapan naman natin is all about managed versus unmanaged network. So ano yung pinagkaiba nila and ano yung mga characteristics para kahit paano magkaroon kayo ng idea. Okay, so number 1, let's talk about managed devices or managed network. So kapag sinabi natin na managed, this is mostly being used sa mga enterprises or sa malalaking organization. Pangalawa, since we are leaning here more on Cisco devices, okay, dahil kinuha ko to sa CCNA masterclass namin. So, it's being powered or being run by a custom operating system. So, for example, sa mga Cisco devices, nirarun sila ng mga tinatawag nating Cisco IOS o yung interoperating system ni Cisco. So, may iba pang devices like si Huawei, may sarili silang operating system, si HP, for example, Dell, and so on and so forth. So, ang example lang natin dito ay Cisco dahil yun yung pinakamalapit sa ginagawa natin. And yun yung meron tayong experience, okay? So, kapag sinabi natin na managed devices, in most of the time or in most cases, yun nga, nirarun sila or may sarili silang operating system. Parang think of it like a normal desktop na kailangan mong installan ng Windows operating system o kaya naman Linux or whatever para ma-run mo. So, kumbaga, yung bare metal mo, may sariling OS na nagpaparan or nagpapatakbo sa kanya. So, yun yung isa sa mga main differences, yun yung isa sa main characteristics ng tinatawag nating managed devices. Okay? Pangatlo, it's mostly being configured sa tinatawag nating command line interface or CLI. Ibig sabihin, we need to know kung paano siya i-configure or kung paano siya i-maintain. Hindi katulad ng mga tawag dito, unmanaged na usually via graphical user interface or GUI. So, most of the time, lalo na yung mga malalakas natin na tinatawag na Cisco devices, they are being run or being configured through the CLI. Then, of course, marami silang features na hindi natin makikita doon sa mga unmanaged devices. So, nandyan yung mga ACL, nandyan yung mga VLAN, nandyan yung mga routing protocols, and so on and so forth. So, kaya ang gumagamit lang nito is yung malalaking enterprises or yung tinatawag nating malalaking organizations like having multiple branch all over the country or all over the world. Yung may mga VoIP, tawag dito, call centers and so on. Dahil yun yung mga features, yun yung mga, kumbaga, yun yung mga kailangan nila sa type ng business or sa type ng organization na meron sila. Okay? And of course, another characteristics na nagse-separate from managed to unmanaged devices or managed to unmanaged network is yung cost. Dahil itong mga managed devices natin, this cost a lot. Okay, so itong nakikita nyo na example sa screen nyo is a Cisco router that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, ibig sabihin, hindi to kaya ng maliliit or mga sabihin na nating pipitsuging company or hindi naman nila kailangan talaga. Dahil ang kailangan, for example lang, ng isang maliit na travel agency is connected sa internet tapos yung mga apps na in-access nila. So, most of the time, ang gumagamit talaga nito is yung mga company na kayang i-afford yung cost ng pagbili at pag-maintain ng ganitong klaseng devices. Does that make sense? So those are the main characteristics ng tinatawag nating managed devices or managed network. Let's go with the unmanaged. Okay, so ito yung example ng unmanaged natin, a home PLDT router kung saan or modem kung saan karaniwan ang mga unmanaged devices, ito yung karaniwang ginagamit natin sa mga bahay natin or residential or even dun sa mga small office or home office o yung sinatawag natin na SOHO. So, ang kailangan lang naman nila, for example, a small travel agency na mayroong 10 empleyado, ang kailangan lang naman is mag-post sa social media dun sa mga traveling packages nila or mag-receive ng email sa mga customer inquiry. Diba? So, hindi na nila kailangan yung mga managed devices na pinag-usapan natin kanina. Does that make sense? So, madalas, ito rin yung ginagamit natin sa bahay natin, yung mga libreng router ng ating ISP, kagaya ni Globe, Converge, PLDT, and so on, those are called unmanaged devices. Okay? Another characteristics is the plug and play. Diba? So kapag nabayaran na natin tapos na-install na ng installer, wala na tayong gagawin. Diba? Kapag nabigay sa atin yung password, basically it's going to work. Kailangan lang natin i-input yung password dun sa mga devices natin or itusok yung cable kung cable yung gagamitin natin and we're all done. Diba? So plug and play. Hindi na kailangan ng complex configuration or kumbaga advanced skills or knowledge kapag unmanaged devices. Kapag tusok mo niyan, matik gagana na. Right? Another characteristics, it's kapag kinu-configure natin to, hindi katulad doon sa managed devices na we can or we have an option for CLI or command line interface. Itong mga unmanaged devices, it's being managed and configured by a graphical user interface or GUI. Diba? So madali lang, click and drag, kumbaga user-friendly ika nga. So kahit hindi IT, kahit hindi technical, kayang i-configure itong mga unmanaged devices dahil nga sila ay being configured by a graphical user interface. Madaling maintindihan and most of the time, may mga wizard pa yan. Like ano yung i-click mo na next, na saan mo makikita to, and so on and so forth. Kuha? And then, of course, since ito ay unmanaged, tawag dito, limited lang yung mga features. Okay, sabi nga natin, ito ay designed for residential and small office or home offices. So hindi naman nila kailangan or tayo hindi bilang isang kumbaga normal na citizen or normal user, hindi naman natin kailangan yung mga advanced features ng managed device na ang may kailangan lang is yung malalaking enterprises. 'Di ba? So those are some of the common characteristics and differences ng managed and unmanaged devices. So this is what we have for day 3. And before we end this video for day 3, I'd like to invite you to be part of our community. So we have CCNA Masterclass, which is designed to help you prepare to learn basics in networking in a more deeper level, plus help you prepare to pass your certification exam for CCNA 200-301 version 1.1. So it's a self-paced online course kung saan recorded na lahat ng videos para makapag-aral ka anytime and everywhere you want basta meron kang internet. Okay, so you have full and lifetime access naman kaya anytime pwede mong balik-balikan. So when you join, here's what you're gonna have. So complete CCNA video tutorials, lab exercises and challenges, quizzes, practice exam. You will also have access to our private community, download yung mga slides, tapos training certificate pag kailangan mo, priority support, and so on. And then, may mga bonuses pa. So, the normal or regular price of the course, if you visit our website, is 9,995 or almost 10,000. Pero as part of this 60 days basics of networking series na ginagawa natin, we're giving away 50%. So, meaning, you can enroll or you can be part of our community for only 4,995. Okay, so hindi na regular price. You have 50% discount, 4,995 na lang. So you can see all the details by going to techacademy.ph/CCNA. So it will redirect you to the page. Note, okay, when you visit the page, ang makikita mo doon sa price is 9,995 o yung regular price. So you have to screenshot this or you have to tell us via email na nalaman mo yung discount via our 60 days of basic networking series. Kasi hindi available yung discount dun sa mga hindi nakakakita or nanonood nitong video na ito. Does that make sense? Okay, so all the details, instructions are or can be found at techacademy.ph/CCNA. So gagamitin mo lang yung page na yan para makita mo yung mga detalye at saka instruction. Pero ang enrollment fee is 50% discount off, which is 4,995 only instead na 9,995. Okay ba yun? So, go ahead and visit techacademy.ph/CCNA and see you on day 4.